I am not on for very long because there is the ending of an important chapter in my life that takes place tonight at 8. And um, I have to, I have to be there. I'll talk about it more tomorrow if I remember. Anyway, it is Friday Eve and I'm super excited. I was up until 4 a.m. last night, um, troubleshooting one of my websites. I worked late because I was doing my stuff during the day and working on content because I'm trying to follow um, a plan on posting, and one of them is mostly right now is to be consistent. And it's difficult because it's a lot because it's not only for YouTube, although YouTube, I think for the most part right now is scheduled, except for these. But then my Instagram account, three Instagram accounts, um, and TikTok. But TikTok is auto, like that's auto posting. But anyway, I was up late and I was tired today, and but I'm grateful because I did get a lot done. I accomplished fixing the issue on one of my websites, and I'm grateful for that. Um, and here we are. Whew! I am tired. I'm tired. And what's crazy is the meeting that I'm attending at 8 is it might go for 2 hours, but I'll do my best to stay focused and stay awake. Anyway, welcome back to Antonia's Blissful Corner. I'm Antonia, and this is your quiet space for reflection, growth, and peace. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you. Ooh, I shifted the light. Come back, light. Okay. Before we get started, I'm going to ask you to kindly get my book, Unlocking the Introvert, a pocket guide to understanding and interacting with introverts. It is available at societyofintroverts.com, Amazon, and everywhere books are sold online. So, as I mentioned previously, oh, by the way, if this is your first time here, please subscribe so that you do not miss out on the next reflection. And you can also come along with me on my journey. So, as I mentioned, I think a couple of episodes ago, I believe that we create content on a daily basis. As soon as we wake up, we're creating content. And oftentimes, we don't know where, like which direction things will go in. But then something we hear or see inspires a thought in our minds. Oh, that's the other way that thoughts are, right? Something inspires a thought, and then we either contemplate or we discuss it with somebody else. But nevertheless, it kind of like helps us to think, right? Um, um, Today I was kind of half listening to a Think Media podcast, um, and Sean said something that landed deeply in my spirit. So much so that it just basically like just kept replaying in my mind. And what he said was that different is better than better. And I was like, huh? And I was like, wow, yeah, that is true. Right. And I feel like that is the season that I'm in right now. The original idea for that thought comes from Sally Hogshead. Um, yeah, she teaches that in a world that is obsessed with being better, the real strength is being different. And of course, we introverts know that all too well. The reason is different doesn't compete, different doesn't perform, different doesn't pretend, different simply is, right? And as an introvert, that hit me in a personal way because different has been my story since childhood. But being different is not comfortable at all. It isn't. It requires something we don't talk about enough to be different, you must embrace change the way you must embrace changing the way that you think, right? And that's something that I learned when I first joined a mentorship community back in the fall of 2022, right? That it's necessary to shift the mindset, think differently, and also become uncomfortable to become comfortable. You have to learn, well, no, you have to unlearn the things that you were taught, right? And when I remember when they first said, I was like, huh, how do you do that? But I'm learning, right? Because then you go and you learn the truth, or you learn, um, because I mean, the truth is subjective, right? But you just go and do your own research and you learn it in a different way, right? So then, and after that, you basically shift the way that you think and you make changes. Releasing, you have to learn how to release the urge to blend in. Now, the reality of it is that part is not easy because we don't like the spotlight. We don't like to stand out. We like to blend in. We prefer not to be seen. Like do what we have to do and create our magic behind the scenes. But the I feel like the whole thing about this journey is to not choose to be behind the scenes, but to choose to be seen so that people can see you as a person and grow. You have to challenge the old narrative that told you that staying invisible was the safest option, because it isn't. I know that now. I mean, before this, for me, it was, because being comfortable is just that, it's comfortable, right? You have a routine, it's a consistent routine, and you know what to expect. Like, you know the outcome. This is what we do every day, right? For most of my life, I was hiding in plain sight by choice, right? I was present, I was effective, but I was unseen, even in corporate America. I mean, I mastered the art of staying low, even though, like I did hold some managerial positions and I did my thing. But as far as, don't going, you know, I was going to say going above and beyond the duty of being, present in my day job. Like I chose not to participate in going out, to happy hours and stuff like that. Like I always had an excuse to not participate, right? Um, but you do, as I grow, I realize that we do master the art of staying low and staying polished and staying silent. You know, the comfort zone is comfortable. It's our shield, right? It's your shield. That's why you stay there, right? So when I heard different is better than better, I thought about these last 44 days, because, oh, by the way, today is day 44 of this journey. Um, the entire journey has been about me choosing a new mindset, a new identity, if you will, a new way of thinking. 44 days ago, I chose something I never thought that I would do. I chose to go live, not edit, not pre record, live. Every evening before I hit that button, I holler, "We're going live!" I mean, you think that I have a whole army of people here that I'm talking to. And, most times I'm basically letting mom know so that she can join. But I think it's for me to just get comfortable doing this. I think it's my way of making it as fun and as tolerable as possible, right? So, because no one wants to do something that feels like a chore or feels difficult. So for me, that's a way for me to kind of like warm up and basically just come on, right? And when I say it, I don't know if mom laughs, because usually when I say that, I'm here, like I'm here in my office, and I scream it, whether she's downstairs or in her room. I'm screaming, "We're going live!" and then I laugh, right? But that for me is a way to kind of, it's, I mean, when I make it bigger, notice I say bigger, and they say, "Take one." That's basically that. Quiet on the set. I remember, like, when I first did the first video that I did, I think I started it off by saying, "Quiet on the set." Go and check out my first video, please. Anyway, for someone who once whispered her way through life, that boldness still surprises me every day. Like every day when I scream it, it still basically surprises me. These 44 days they haven't just been live streams. They have been my refinement phase. This is where I get to try different things and see what works and see what doesn't and make adjustments. This is the phase where God stretches you quietly, right? And when I tell you, because even the whole working late and basically doing all these things, I did say to someone that I just feel as if like these past few weeks I've been stretched. And every time I do a little bit more is assigned, which means that like I'm being stretched beyond. But I appreciate it. Like I appreciate the fact that I am allowing it to happen. Where you're being, when you stretch, that's where you're being sharpened. And where the growth is internal is where you kind of grow, because that's what happened before it becomes external. This is where the results aren't visible yet, but the transformation is happening daily. Some people see it. And here is what I know: I am in my refinement season. The results will come. I'm not even concerned about the results because I already see where I am versus where I was. And if this is where I am versus last year, oh boy, I can't wait for this time next year. I can't. You know, the change isn't instant. It's not loud. It's not dramatic, but it's certain. Because so long as you put in the work, as long as you choose to bet on yourself, so long as you choose to step outside of your comfort zone, it will happen. Because when you change the way you think, you change who you are becoming. And once you change who you're becoming, your results will eventually show up and match the work that you've been doing in private. These 44 days taught me this: being better has never been the goal. Because I don't even think about that. Like for me, I just want to be different. I want to be different from the person that I was yesterday, right? And different requires courage. You have to be courageous. Like life is life, and like life isn't easy, but it can be. It all depends on your perspective, and it all depends on how you approach it. It doesn't have to be difficult. Like we look at things with fear and all of that, but it's not real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Different requires faith. Different requires me to stop hiding. I mean, I try. But I'm allowing myself to be seen. I'm not hiding. I mean, I might be hiding in my house, but I'm choosing to, like do these lies every day. Um, I'm actually today I was contemplating, after 50 days, what am I going to do? I mean, I'll still be going live, but I don't think I'll be doing it on a daily basis because I actually miss recording. But now I have another way of doing my messages. Before it was only the one way, but now like I'm learning how to do this thing. Like I'm learning how to go live. I've been doing it. This is day 44. Can you imagine? So for me, I'm allowing myself to be seen quietly, gently, and authentically. There were days that I came home tired and from work and not really sure what I wanted to talk about, like what am I going to do today? And then I'll think about something that happened during the day, like, oh yeah, I'll do that. Or if I'm having a conversation with mom and I'm like, oh yeah, so today a bunch of ideas pop, pop, pop in my head. I wasn't near pen and paper or my phone, so I didn't even get to write the ideas down. But the reality of it is we are scripting our content every day. Some of us choose to share it, some of us do not. The ones who aren't might do so eventually. But for me, I'm grateful for the fact that I allowed myself to show up. Um, I am very grateful, and I can't wait to speak about um, how I even got here. In terms of the decisions that I made that allowed me to basically take the first step on this journey. There were whispers from God reminding me that this journey is preparation, and through it all, I'm becoming the introvert motivator I'm called to be. I believe that. I mean, even when I chose the name the introvert whisperer, I'll talk about that because I gotta go soon. But it's not by pushing; it's by being aligned. It's not by forcing; it's by trusting. It's not by pretending, but by embracing who I've always been. So today, on this day 44, let me leave you with this: different is better than better. Don't try to be better, try to be different. because different is where your freedom lives. And right now, I am being refined. The results will come and you will see them. If I can step into what I once thought was possible, so can you. I have faith in you. Please remember, peace isn't a place, it's a choice. And remember, if you haven't picked up my book as yet, please get my book, Unlocking the Introvert, a pocket guide to understanding and interacting with introverts. It is available at societyofintroverts.com, Amazon, and everywhere books are sold online. If you have not subscribed as yet, please consider subscribing. Kindly share, like, and comment below about how you are choosing to be different instead of better. Please take care, and I will see you in the next one.